Coming to you live from Southern California, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. He's been a real force on the mound so far this year. One down. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
30.
Jackson was driving the offense for them in his last game with 5 RBIs. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So a man at first. Andy Ibanez, the next Giant to hit. The 1-0. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Jackson.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins under this one. That is the inning. So runner at second, 2 down. Patrick Bailey digs in now. Man on second, 2 down. To the right side. Toss to Alonso, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. This is NL West action on MLB The Show.
Now batting.
And next for LA, Jackson. He crushed one out of here earlier. An absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just lost that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
About this one, it's out of here.
Well, he's living up to his power hitting reputation today, Boog. A second homer just confirms what we already knew about his ability to hit the ball a long way.
So 2 down the number 2 hitter, Jackson. He's one of the best players in the game. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. Dodgers we go to the 8th. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Willie Adames. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. To first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Live from Dodger Stadium, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog.
All right, we'll be back. Now it's Devers at the plate. Adames gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Out to short. What a stop. The flip. One at second. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
One down. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. That's his third home run of the series. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
Runners in the corners here, one away. Jackson getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. That's ripped into the outfield. Pulls it in on the run. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Bounce to the right side. Not in time. He's safe. Yamamoto was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. Man at first with one gone. Next to hit, Jackson. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2. Sadie, that's 449 career homers, and it ties him with both Jeff Bagwell and Vladimir Guerrero.
Well, you just named a pair of Hall of Fame players, so I think we know where he's headed after he retires.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Elliot Ramos. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next to the Giants.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Jackson in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. See you later.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Here's Rafael Devers. Adames off of first with 2 away. And he grounds one to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next.
Now at the plate, Jackson.
The second baseman.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Liner caught in second.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one's in there. Strike one.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Base hit, one run in already.
Pick it up.
A second scores as well. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. Here's the third baseman, Aiden Miller.
The third baseman, Aiden Miller.
Sasaki is just one strike away. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take the first 2 games of this series.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup.
From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. It's a beautiful night for the Sunday night showcase. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Tyler Glasnow. Singy, he's managed to rack up a lot of innings on the mound this season.
And Boog, this guy's getting close to 200 innings on the year. You know, there's some milestones that pitchers go after. One of them 20 wins. But another one that we don't talk about a whole lot is that 200-inning threshold. To be able to...
Find it.
Here's Ohtani flying around third. The relay to the plate. He's safe. It's 1-0. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
So 2 down. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Picked up an RBI in his last at-bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. His 6th of the series, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
1 down. And next is the designated hitter, Adolis Garcia. Swing and a ground ball. Toss to Alonso. 2 gone now.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
And up next for Los Angeles, Jackson. He's already homered here in this one. Well struck left field. Carrying well. And it is out of here.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Great effort, but no throw. That's an infield single.
Up next to the Giants.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The second baseman, number 13.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. Another homer. That's his third home run of the game. And they add to their lead. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
So digging in, Jake Fraley.
And there's one thing on the minds of these fans, and that's the sweep.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Live from Dodger Stadium, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Our starting pitcher in this one, Shohei Ohtani. How about a report on him, Chris?
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Out to short, Betts. Off-balance feed, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Pirates 1, the Dodgers coming to bat. This is the National League Division Series on the show. And now, Jackson. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Right through there for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count. Then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
The 0-1. This one drilled. Right center field. That one heading for the fence. And gone! So he blasts one out the other way. And now they're out front. It's 2-1.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So they're all loaded up. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely they'll score 2. Ripped to right. And the inning is over. And the Dodgers leave him loaded. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Jackson leading things off and takes a strike. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special.
Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard.
And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Kyle Tucker. Man at second. Bounced in, he breaks for down. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Payoff pitch. Flares it into the outfield. Mangum takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
One down, runner at third. Here's Max Muncy. Oh, great stop. To first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Hit hard.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. So here's Kyle Tucker now. 2 on, 1 out. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Picks himself up at RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Max Muncy at the dish. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Pickoff throw. Dives back. He's out.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going or not, but when you've got that kind of speed, you don't have to have a huge lead. You just got to get a really good jump. And he gets caught out there in no man's land. That definitely hurts a little bit.
So a man at
Now
first.
batting,
Jackson getting
number
ready to
13.
hit.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
The 0-1. This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-1.
Now he's just showing off out there. And who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat. Watch it go a long way. Well, we don't typically expect players to hit multiple home runs in the same game, but we're not talking about just anyone here. Absolutely locked in and continues to cash in with these swings. It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game one to set the tone.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire... Welcome to Dodger Stadium. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game two, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one, does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jackson, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that one hammered. That's back there. And gone! A solo shot. That's his third home run of the series. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
First and second, no outs. Jackson, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Sliced hard but foul. Schemes, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. First and second, no outs here in game 2 of the NLDS. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Pages around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
First and second, and nobody out. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit into the outfield. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. 3-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Here comes Max Muncy. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the last half of the third. And that'll load the bases.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Will Smith to the plate.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
Ground ball up the middle. To Horowitz at second for 1. On the first, but he beats it. And a run scores. No outs. Runner at first. Jake Mangum now at the plate. And the 0-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
Up next to the party.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors. Free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning. And that'll make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
We're in the second game of this division series. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 5-zip.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. For a guy with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to send one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to him.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Connor Griffin digs in down. Right side. Dives, but To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Contreras crosses the plate. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Go-ahead run on base. Jackson will hit next. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Brushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 7-5. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Wow, he's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time in the postseason to go off at the plate like this. With a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Arozarena flies around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
The pitch is upstairs, ball 4, and they're loaded.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Muncy digs in. The 0-2. On the ground to third.
All right, stand up, stand up.
Over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get. And now a high leverage at bat for Brian Reynolds. The tying run at the plate. On the ground, Jackson to Betts at second for 1. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Miguel Andujar. The Pirates down to their final strike. Line drive. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these 2 teams.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
First pitch coming your way next. Today's starting pitcher, Jared Jones. What should we keep an eye on here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A 2-run homer, his 6th of the series, and the Dodgers have the lead. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
So 2 down, Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Man, you smoked that thing. That a boy. Good job.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. So the Dodgers lead one, but they lead it 4-0. Man at first with one gone. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Payoff pitch. Out to short. Betts flips it. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Pirates nothing. This is the National League Division Series on the show. So 2 down, Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 7-2.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. He's flexing his power with another home run, dude. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
One down. And next for L.A., Jackson. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single.
Come on, dig, dig,
Towards
dig.
left center field. That's well struck back there. And that one is off the wall. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Up next to the Dodgers, the right fielder, Kyle.
Mancini, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's out on the tag.
Well, they're trying to put the pressure on him right there and try to score from second base on that base hit. And I tell you what, really nice job by the defense. They got it in quick enough to cut him off at the plate. Nice job.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Connor Griffin, the next Pirate to hit. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Hard hit, right side. Throws to first. And that's terrific work out of the bullpen. 1 pitch to end the frame. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. On to the 9th now in game 3. Dodgers out in front, 7. Here's the second baseman, Jackson.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Nice grab. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Dodgers down in. Here's O'Neal Cruz. 1 strike away. High fly ball, right field. Tucker in position. And the Dodgers are going to advance. They're through to the National League Championship Series.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.
place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Coming to you live from Southern California. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah.
So 2 down. Jackson Merrill now at the plate. Hard hit, right side. Throw on to Freeman, and that is the inning. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it, no score. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Man at first, nobody out. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. A 2-run shot, and that's how they take the lead. It's 2-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. When a guy's got a real hard fastball and you can't overswing, all you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jackson will hit next. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up.
Yep.
And it stays fair. Here's Ohtani flying around third. Relay throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 3. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down. It's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
This one in the air, center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 down. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. Jackson, multi-time All-Star, 39 years old, and he's one of the few 2-time MVPs in the league. A sliding play at short to first, and they get the out. A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Clearly didn't want to mess with him right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
And now a very big at-bat for Kyle Tucker. In the air, left field. Base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And they lead by 4.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field, you're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air, right field. Tatis settles underneath it. And that is that. 2 men left stranded. So, runner at second, 2 down. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. Gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 7-3.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next to the Padres.
First and second, 1 out. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. Here comes the throw. Save. He scores, and it's a 1-run game. Jackson Merrill steps to the plate in a clutch situation. This one in the air, center field. Pajes drifts towards it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim game 1 here at home.
Well, the visitors were going to have to slug to win this one. The tying run at third, but the go-ahead all the way at first base. Nice job by the defense, executing, keeping their composure, getting that final out.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
1-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Live from Dodger Stadium, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. With my partner, Chris Singleton. 1 down. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. No question about this one. It's out of here. A board. It's 2-1. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And boom, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
One down. Jackson will hit next.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up. Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That's a laser base hit. Continues his success here. He's back in the hit column. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step.
In the dirt, he's going for second. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
One out, the runner at second here in Game 2 of the NLCS. Hit on the ground to short. Throw sails over his head at first.
Get out, get out, get out.
And he'll make it up to third here because of the throwing error.
Well, it's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great. Nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Randy Arozarena steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 2 on, 1 out. Rolled over to third. On a Cronenworth. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first.
Go ahead run on base. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. And he hits a ground ball right side. Jackson sends it to first, and that ends the inning. Halfway home, tied at 3. Second game of the NLCS. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. Bogarts with the throw to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Go ahead run on base. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Swing, and that ball smashed down the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around third. And they've taken the lead here in Game 2.
Clutch hitting right there to give them the lead this late in the ball game. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 5-4.
You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boog. He just changed the game. He's completely shifted the momentum of this game. There's a party in their dugout right now. His second home run, and now playing ahead when it matters most.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Jackson Merrill now at the plate. The Padres down to their final strike. In there, sets him down on strikes. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3, and we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Nestled between Tony Gwynn Drive and Trevor Hoffman Way, this is Petco Park. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched than the first 2 games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And our pitcher tonight, Joe Musgrove. What's the word on him?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
One down. And next for L.A., Jackson. He's a guy who does it all.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
The 0-1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. That's his 5th homer of the series. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. And that's some serious exit velo. Pretty elite. And he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
So 2 down. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Bounce to the right side. Jackson. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Padres go down quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Man at first. And here is Jackson.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
That one is absolutely belted. And that one is off the wall. Here's Ohtani flying around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Man, I think his legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first all the way to home, but he ran out of steam a little bit as he came around third. Great relay from the defense, a quick tag at the plate, and they cut down the run.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
The first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
On the ground, Jackson there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Padres lead 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. Line drive. And it bangs off the wall. And the stop sign goes up at third on a potential tying run. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And now a very big at-bat for Kyle Tucker.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not it.
Swing and a ball line to center. Base hit into the outfield. The throw's offline. He's safe. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Tied at 4. And he grounds one to the right side.
On the bag, right here, on the bag.
Over to first, safe.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it requires going to the moon.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Here in Game 3 of the NLCS. This one in the air, center field. Merrill under it. He's got it. Runner tags for home. In to score from third. And they've taken the lead here in Game 3.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Two outs, runner on first. Here comes Manny Machado. He's already homered here in this one. Runner takes off, puts in for a strike. Throw there, safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Next to hit, Jackson. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. the second home run of the game, and we are starting over. Padres fans are dealing with absolute heartbreak right now.
Well, Boog, when you've got power like he does, hitting 2 home runs in the same game feels very doable. Dialed in and making the most of every swing out there.
Jackson, the next to hit. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Runners at the corners, 1 away here in the late stages of game 3. It bounces and he takes off for second. Throw to second, tag, and they got him. Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres. To the right side. Throw on to Freeman, and they got him. So 2 down. Now the DH for the Padres. Kerry Carpenter. This could end it. Got it, and that's the ball game.
This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3-0. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of...
Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the hill today, Michael Caine. What do you look for here?
Just a 4-inning start his last time out. He took the loss. They're looking for more out of this guy today.
Jackson, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
This one smoked on its way out of here. That's his 7th home run of the series. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Jackson now at the plate. 1-for-1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Ripped to right. And that'll do it. One hit, one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one.
Come on, Dick.
Ripped
Go
into
hard.
the
Go
outfield.
two. Go
And
two.
that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. Here's Kyle Tucker. Man at second. He's trying for third.
Get out,
It
get out,
bounces,
get out.
and he's going for third. Throw bounces, but he's out at third.
Well, he had a really good jump off the pitcher from second, but it didn't matter right there. Just not enough speed to outrun a good throw to third base.
So digging in, Jackson. He's already homered in this game. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. Another homer. His second homer of the night. And they add to the lead. It's 6-3.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, we don't typically expect players to hit multiple home runs in the same game, but we're not talking about just anyone here. Absolutely locked in and continues to cash in with these swings.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson. He's a guy who does it all. In the air, right field. And makes the grab. And that is that. So 2 down. And now the DH, Kerry Carpenter. The Padres down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. And the Los Angeles Dodgers are National League champions. They're headed to the World Series.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. We welcome you to Los Angeles. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch. So 2 down, stepping in the long ball threat, Julio Rodriguez. On the ground, right side, Jackson. Tosses to first. Rodriguez out of the play. And that's the inning. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching. 1 down. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Jackson matched a couple of homers in his last game.
Find it, find
Swing
it, find
and a
it.
line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with one away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat.
Quick toss to first. Jackson back on a dive. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second. And easily steals the bag.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive him in now.
1 out and a runner at second here in Game 1 of the World Series. Bounced in, he breaks.
Come on, get out, get out, get out!
And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
That one is absolutely belted. And this one looks like trouble. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Dodgers.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his back path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. Payoff pitch. Bouncer to second. Throw on to Freeman. That's out number 3. Man at first, nobody out. Here's the second baseman, Jackson. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that
base hit in the right center. They get the force, and that is a big first out.
Well, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. So 2 down. Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And they tie it up. It's 3-3. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tying some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive. Power versus power right there. Like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Go ahead run on base. Edmundo Sosa up next for the Mariners. There's a 1-2. Runner on the go. Swing, and this one's bouncing the ground. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. Another homer. His second homer of the night, and they boost their lead. It's 6-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Here's Victor Robles.
The right fielder, number 10, Victor Robles.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
Our final score for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying We welcome you to Los Angeles. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Jackson, the next to hit. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Jackson launched a pair of homers in his last game. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Going. Gone. That's his 3rd home run of the series. The Dodgers strike first. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Up the middle, and that chance handled. The throw to first, that ends the inning. Mariners leave a couple. They trail things here 2-0. So digging in,
Now
Jackson.
batting,
He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
There's a swing and a drive. Going back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
That one is absolutely belted.
Find the ball, find the ball.
There, it's got a chance. And it's up the wall. Run is in. Here's Ohtani flying around third. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big-time play to cut down a run.
So a runner at second, 2 down. So here's Kyle Tucker now. On the ground.
All right, you're up.
Sosa.
You're up.
Sends it to first. Inning over. A run on. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 6-3.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, we don't typically expect players to hit multiple home runs in the same game, but we're not talking about just anyone here. absolutely locked in and continues to cash in with these swings.
Man at first, Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. Diaz is just one strike away. And that one is lifted in the air. Arozarena under it. He'll squeeze it for the final out. And the Dodgers get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Nothing better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Seattle Mariners. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us. Or
Please welcome
now at the plate, Jackson. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. To center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. That's his 5th homer in the series. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 2-0.
you can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? A really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
One down, and now it's Josh Naylor. The 1-2. On the ground, right side, Jackson. Throws to first in time. 2 away. So up next, Jackson. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez in position. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. One down. Now it's going to be Jackson. He's already homered here in this one. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher.
You got it.
Drilled
Go
out
to,
towards
go
left
to.
center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Man at second. Look out! And it
Hey,
hit him.
first base.
Up next in Dodgers, the left fielder,
Now it's Randy Arozarena.
Arozarena.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Back to work. 3-2 now. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, a breaking ball on that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Will Smith to the plate. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Donovan to second, on to first, double play. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Mariners 1. This is the World Series on the show. One out man at first. Cole Young up next for the Mariners. Glass now back to work. The 0-1. Gets the bunt down the right side. 1 second. Over to first. Safe.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jackson. Hit hard on the ground is short. 1 pitch and 1 out. 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson. He's already homered in this game. That one blasted deep to right. That's got a chance. Just missed it.
Up next in Dodgers, the right fielder, Kyle.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton up next for the Mariners. This could end it. And there's a rocket into the outfield. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Victor Robles. The 2-2 on the way. Here's a high chopper. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers lead the series 3-0 and have a chance to complete the sweep here tomorrow.
All this team needs is one more win. But when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game. It's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat. It's a win of a pitch count. And that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
Well, our scorecards are a mess after this one as we look at the final line.
Yeah, we're going to have to break out that old graphing calculator of yours for this one, Boog. We saw a ton of offense.
On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Seattle Mariners. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And starting this one, George Kirby. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Jackson stands in now and watches strike one. Swing, and that's whipped towards right center. Full extension makes the catch. What a play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
One down. Jackson now at the plate. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Ripped to right. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Lead runner touches second and for third. And it throws offline, safe at third.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's Kyle Tucker. 2 on, 1 out. It bounces and he takes off for second.
2 on and 1 out. You're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. You need a big strikeout here.
Here comes the throw. The tag safe. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Stanton now.
With the Mariners, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Deal one. Bounced up the middle. Jackson. And they take care of Stanton for the out. Now it's the power speed combo. Jackson, 1 for 2.
All right, turn,
And a
find
rope into center field, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, man, you smoked.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. The 0-1. This to third. Donovan. And that is that. The 4th game of the World Series. And stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. 0-1 down. This ball's chopped to the ground. Jackson. Over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. 1 down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jackson. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Jackson, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
Here we go. Pick it up.
Hit hard, base hit. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 8-2.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
First and second, one out. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Up the middle, Young. Underhanded to second. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. So 2 down. Next to hit, Brendan Donovan. Scott is just one strike away. Swing and a ball popped up. Betts. And that's it. The celebration is on in the City of Angels. The Dodgers have won the World Series.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Singleton and our outstanding crew. I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.